let the story commence. Craig was operating heavy machinery. And there was a guy in his work called John who said, does anybody mind if I bring my dog in tomorrow? It's just, I come, you see, my wife's usually in the house, but recently she's been going back to work since the Waynes started school. And we've left the dog in the house thinking it'll be alright, like it's a cat, but it's been like tearing up the fucking furniture and all that kind of thing, and I think it's no, we put a camera in and it's like kind of sad and all the rest of it. Would anybody mind if I brought the dog in? It's just a wee dog. And everybody's like, oh no, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be magic. Wee dog kicking about the factory, heavy machinery. Craig went like that. It was the only one who went like that. Is that safe? Is that safe? And John was like, I fucking knew you'd say something. Craig went, oh, what? Because I don't want anybody to have an accident. I know, but you're always saying, watch this, going to put that there, and look, that cup might fall and it might spill, and then somebody might, that touches that, and then that slips on that, and then that moves it. Like fucking Final Destination stuff, and it never happens. Craig tried to sort of position it as sort of posit it as, well, it's actually, I'm thinking about your dog as well, just in case, your dog sort of goes about and maybe gets hurt or something. Dog will be fine. I'll be looking after it. It'll be on a leash and all that, and it'll be fine. Craig, all right? Hey, well, you asked. You asked. Just saying. If I'm not allowed to give my opinion, don't ask. Nobody really spoke to Craig for the rest of the day. So the following day, John then brought the dog in. Wee dog. Everybody's like, oh my God, that was like just some people who worked there, a lot of sort of guys like that. Oh, do you know, I've never really wanted a dog. All sorts, I prefer maybe a cat. Dog's too much hassle to look after, but a wee dog like that would be, I think a wee dog like that would be alright. Aye, good dog. Wee dog like that would be good to look after. I take it's no much work looking after it. You got to kind of get attention on it like a normal dog and take it out and everything, but aye, it's not like that was ripping up the furniture. Was it? Aye, oh aye. I mean, just take wee bits out the. Think about your own couch. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't have to tear off the couch up. Just took a wee bit off the fucking, the armrest bit. Round basically. Aye. Good dog. I better get back to it then. So they all started operating heavy machinery. Craig tripped her, the dog. Wasn't he on a fucking leash? Craig tripped her, that dog. Dog went like, hey! It was fine. Dog was fine. Just kind of ran away. But Craig tripped and fell, kind of tumbled forward. And he thought, and he was really quick. Craig was really, really quick in his mind. He was quick enough to make the decision that when he saw John, the owner of the dog, kind of nearby operating a guillotine, paper cutter thing, which recently had been, it's going to have to get it fixed because, the sensors that stop people from, it's like for paper, they worked at a kind of printers, paper manufacturer, manufacturer. The sensors See, I went to the Glasgow College of Building and Printing. I did an SNC print administration production processes myself, actually. So I know all about guillotines and stuff like that. And I've seen it in action. You put your arms in, sensor won't fucking sensor won't cause anything to happen. But this was fucked. Grime had built up, the sensors weren't working, and just things. It just basically, anyway. So what happened was Craig deliberately tumbled towards John while he could get away with it, and pushed John towards the guillotine, and then bumped his elbow onto the button. John lost the arm here for that down, just like that, and see that there, kind of like that there. So the pinky was all right, but see all the fingers there, and doing at that kind of angle there for the pinky down the way, off. And the thing is, see the sound that John made? He didn't scream. It was worse. He went like that. Oh, no! It was more the horror than the pain. And Craig couldn't help going like that. And kind of, he turned it into acting like he was being sick though. Oh my god, no! What was happening? That dog. Some people were like, for fuck's sake, Craig. Craig went like, it was a dog. I tripped over the dog. But it's not the dog's fault. It's not John's fault. It just happened. No blaming anybody. John, in the week that followed, tried to get his dog put down. And people heard about it and everybody turned against John. And Craig decided to take it. Craig said, I'll look after it. And Craig treated that wee dog like a wee legend, pampered for the rest of his days. John obviously couldn't do that job anymore. They kept him on to be a kind of advisor, but he just felt that he couldn't do it anymore. He was a bitter man, a proud man, unable to move on through, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune and all the rest of it. And unfortunately, he took his own life. Craig went to the funeral. Craig was delighted to hear that he'd topped himself. And Craig went to the funeral. And during the funeral, Craig went, excuse me, and got up. People went, where's he gone? He went to the toilet and done a big shite. The end. And that's a true story, actually. I know it sounded like an improv, but it's actually based on a true story. That actually happened. How do I know? See the dog? I know that dog.